Hey everyone, I'm the Casual Prince, and welcome back to a slightly different style of video. Again, I say that a lot, but you know, variation is good. So this video is going to be a bit strange. Now I apologise for you having to wait longer than usual for a new video. As I did say, a couple of weeks ago, I have gone back to college now, so, you know, video production is slightly less than it was back in the holidays, of course. But I am still working on videos, and I have also been working on other projects for other channels. I'm sure some of you may have noticed that in my other channels section, I now have a link to both my gaming channel and another channel called Casual Productions, which currently doesn't have any content, but I'm working on something for that hopefully will be released in the next couple of weeks. So, go over and subscribe to both my gaming channel and my Casual Productions channel, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. So, you've seen the thumbnail and the title, and this video, obviously, a couple of weeks ago while I was on holiday, Arthur 4 had its 1 year anniversary. Being the 1 year anniversary of the day I finished it. And that meant the day immediately after, which was September 6th, is the 1 year anniversary of me starting Arthur 5, because I started it the very next day. I think I might actually have started it on September 5th, actually. Anyway, so it's now been I've now been working on Arthur 5 for over a year, and it's been a fantastic journey so far. All of your comments have been amazing, and every couple of months, I like to make a new cover for my books. Although I say that, I've only done it once for both books. I did it once for Arthur 4 and once for Arthur 5. Now, a lot of you joined my channel after I'd finished Arthur 4, so a lot of you may not remember some of the old cover art. So I'm pre-recording this voice, my voice, to put into editing, but I'm gonna bring up an image of my current Arthur 5 cover, which is this one. It looks pretty awesome. Obviously, you've got you got Benamish, you got Selenia, and you got Arthur with Mulder's what I was using as Mulder's hands coming from the sides, and of course the Arthur logo. Now a lot of you have joined like mid. Okay, I'm gonna start again. I'm tired. Okay, I'm always tired. A lot of you joined during the process of me writing Arthur 5, and not at the start. So a lot of you may not remember that this one was the original cover for Arthur 5. I do like this image of Arthur, Selenia, and Bella together. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it as a transparent PNG, so I had to go through the very lengthy process of erasing all of the sides, and that's why it doesn't look so good, and it's also kind of low quality as well. But yeah, that was the original cover for Arthur 5, and yeah, I'm glad I made the change. Going back to Arthur 4, this is the current one that this is the current cover it has. It's had this cover for, like, most of its production. Most of its life. And none of you actually know this, but I actually, on the day I made this, I actually made a second cover, with Max and Malthazar, and you're going to see this right now. I just made two of them, and I thought the one that I ended up using was the better one. So that's one that's never been put into the sunlight, but it is one that I made. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And now we get to the thing, we get to the cover that only the true veterans will remember. I don't even know if there's anyone left who supports me who remembers this cover. But, I don't know why, but I made a cover and it was, like, god-awful. I really didn't put as much effort as I should have done into this. But this was the first cover Arthur 4 had, and as you can see, it's pretty bad. It's got a really stretched in picture of Arthur's house in the background. The image of Arthur I used was from the War of Two Worlds poster, and even the logo isn't the Arthur font. Like, I don't know what I was thinking back then, but even my truest fans like Animation Fan Squad and Don and Gerard, I don't think even you guys know about this cover, because you guys joined later. So yeah, for all you OG fans out there, this is the cover that Arthur 4 started with. But enough about old covers. Today we're talking about new covers, and specifically a new cover for Arthur 5, because the first one was okay, the second one was better, but considering we're really getting into the action now, I thought it'd be good to sort of make a new cover, one that was a lot flashier and a lot more epic. So, you're going to see in this video my process of making this cover. It's obviously sped up, and I'm going to record my voice over it because I didn't record my voice during the process. And in total it took about an hour and maybe, I'd say an hour and 5 minutes or so. So I just want to show you guys this because I've never really done this before. Obviously the only cover I really would have done a video for was my new Arthur 5 cover that's currently on the book right now. So, yeah, you guys have never really seen the process of making a cover before, and I thought I'd just share it with you and see how much effort goes into it. So I'm going to cut over to the footage right now, and, yeah. Okay, guys, here I am, recording my voice over the process. So, as you can see, I wanted to start by getting some sort of nighttime image, one that looked cool. That one that you just saw was probably one I would have liked to use, but you know, it was a stock image. So, I had to carry on looking for a while, but I eventually found this one. Stretched out over the whole thing, and then I started looking for fields. A few of them didn't work, so I carried on looking, and I got a moon PNG, added a bit of a glow to it to make it look cool. And then got a picture of Freddie Highmore. I was looking for a particular one that I knew existed, which I'll probably find in a minute on the footage. It's that one right there. And I had to go around it, get rid of the background and such. He's kind of cool doing this. And then I got a picture of Ron Crawford, who of course played Archibald. You'll see that I go through a lot of different decisions while making this one. And this is the idea I was going for at the start. And then, some of you will recognize this as my inspiration picture for Dylan. I found this online, and it's basically my inspiration for what his Minimoy form and his human form look like. And then I finally got the field sorted out. I sort of stretched that to fit. Got some grass. I was going for a sort of a similar feel to the Revenge of Mouthjar front cover. And then I started getting the PNGs of the characters. Now, I have a library of these, and they do come in very useful when making stuff like this. So as you can see, this is me going through the process of trying different things, and this was my my way of making what Mulder would look like. As you can see, I got a silhouette of a man, and then attached these monster arms to him. Stretched him out a bit, made him a bit big, and then got some creepy, glowing shadowy eyes. It's a bit weird doing this. Then I got a picture of Selenia and tried something else, which was having her in the background as well. I did originally try putting a border around Arthur, but that didn't end up working. Changing them around, getting them to fit properly, getting rid of the bits of white around Selenia, turning around again. This is the process I go through, guys. It's crazy. Then I started getting Arthur logos. I got all of the ones I have, and I decided on the original. And then I tried something, I know it's coming, which is changing the colour of the logo, which is something I'd never actually done before for a cover, and I think it looks pretty cool. You'll see later on I have two options, which is purple and gold, both of which I think look pretty cool. Then I was browsing my my PNG database, trying lots of different ones. Obviously we have one of Selenia here, and then I tried making Mulder in the background, giving me a nice purple glow. Tried using the one for Selenia that I used in the background. It's kind of difficult keeping up with everything that I was doing, I'm not gonna lie. But then we got Bettermish here. That's the image I used for the Arthur 4 cover. And that one right there, that Arthur PNG, there's a pretty interesting story behind that. Because PNGs for making covers are absolute gold. Because, you know, you don't have to do any background erasing and they look amazing. And I searched for hours looking for that Arthur PNG, and I was so lucky I found it. So that is my secret weapon. And so I came up with that as, we're into the slowed down footage now. I came up with that as a basic background. And to finish it off, I added something that was a favour done for me by the one, the only Don Gerard. And he provided me with a subtitle in the Arthur font, Legend of the Forest. So, thank you so much for that, Donan. If any of you are interested how he had access to the Arthur font, when you input, it's actually to do with the Arthur 1 game. When you input your name as like the name of the profile in the Arthur 1 game, it's in Arthur font, so all you need to do really is type whatever you want into there and then just screenshot it. So thanks so much for that, Don, and really appreciate it. So this is me applying a nice outer glow to it, a nice solid one to make it stand out. Then I grabbed the colour replace tool and made that purple as well, which I must say I think it looks pretty damn awesome. It's really weird doing this and just talking over my own footage. So I adjusted it, making it a little bigger. I'm just waiting to see what I do now. And then I experimented with putting that up at the top like I had done for the other two, which I think looks pretty awesome. I thought at first that it was a bit too close to Arthur, Selenia, and Dylan, so that's me moving it up a bit. And I'm pretty sure I just sat there for a minute, just observing it. So this is me changing Selenia for Mulder, and going, yeah, that's going to be one of them. So, after I'd finished that particular one, I went on and started experimenting off multiple cameras. I started experimenting off camera, moving all the different objects around and just seeing what I could create. and in total I came up with 5 different covers, each with a variation of either a purple Arthur logo or a golden Arthur logo, and I'm going to show them all to you right now. So we have this one, which came first. This is the one you saw me actually make, which obviously has Human Arthur, Mulder, and Dylan, be it Minimoy or Human, and then Minimoy, Arthur, Selenia, and Benamish, and then of course you have the golden equivalent here, which looks equally cool. Then we have this one. Now, I quite like this one. This is definitely one of my favourites. You got Human Arthur. It's quite a simple one. You got Arthur, Human Arthur, Dylan, and Selenia. And you got the Arthur logo sort of in the centre. And like I said, I really like this one. And then you've got the golden alternative as well. Then you've got this one. Now, this one is quite similar to the ones I've done previously, having the 3 heroes at the bottom, but only this one's a bit different in that it's got Mulder sort of in front of the moon, and I really like that effect, and then the Arthur logo in the middle, and of course there's the gold equivalent as well. And this one, the 4th one, this is probably the most similar to the ones I've done before. You've simply got the 3 heroes and then the logo at the top. That's the most, that's the one that's most similar to the ones I've done before. And, of course, you've got its gold equivalent. And then the final one is this one, which is, I think, also looks pretty cool. You've got Minimoy Dylan, Minimoy Selenia, and Minimoy Arthur all together with the logo at the bottom. And, of course, here's its gold equivalent. So, I'm going to say that I'm going to do something nice for you guys. Personally, I have to say my favourite is probably the second cover with either the gold or the purple. But I like all of them pretty equally. I think my if I had to pick 3 favorites, it would probably be the second one, the 3rd one, and the 4th one. No, not the 4th, the 5th one. But I'm going to leave this up to a vote. So, I'll wait as long as it takes for us to get a solid vote. Comment down below which was your favourite cover, and of that cover, which logo colour would you prefer, purple or gold? So comment down below your favourite cover, and I'll look down below once you've all commented and see which ones get the most comments. Now, I've really enjoyed making these. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the process, and I look forward to seeing your opinions on them down below. So yeah, once you've all sort of voted for your favourites, the Arthur 5 cover will be updated, so stay tuned, and I will see you on another video very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone.